Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you some secret tactics that every good player uses during their fights. Tactics that you probably don't know about, or if you do, you're probably not using them during your fights. I'll be sharing some tips in this video that I only teach to my premium students during one-on-one sessions. Whether you're pro or semi-pro, you're bound to learn something new that could be game-changing for you. So make sure to stick around until the end. You don't want to miss anything. First, we're gonna talk about how you should be rushing your enemies when they're boxed up. Now, most people, what they do is they just go close to the wall and start pickaxing something like this. It's wrong because they can full box you and kill you. In my previous video, I explained how you should be rushing your enemies when they're boxed up. Let's have a look at that, and then we will move on to the more protective one. You spray both of these walls, make them weak, make them one pickaxe, and then you go close to the wall, place cons. Boom. Now when you make both of these walls weak, your enemy doesn't know from which side you're gonna show up, right? So you either go this way or this way. Take the wall, con, shoot. Let me show you an example. Now if you want, you could use this tactic when pushing your enemies, and if you don't make any mistakes, you can easily outplay your enemies. But if you watched my last video, you probably already knew this. But let me show you a new tactic that's even more protective than this. Now if you want to be more protective, instead of pushing them on the same level, you could push them from the top, something like that. If someone's boxed up, right? You can go one level up, let's floor here. Spray the wall, take the wall, boom, con, shoot. You either make this edit or this edit, up to you. After editing the wall, you should place con inside their box so they can't place ramp, and then you kill them. Let's watch it one more time. Once you take their wall, sometimes they could edit the con to protect themselves. Then you simply break their con, replace it with yours, and then finish them. You can use the sentinel pump to break the builds. It deals pretty good damage to them. Then you took their wall but could not replace the con, you could also go and pre-piece them. Because once their wall has been taken, they're probably going to think about escaping. If you want to learn more about pre-piecing, you should watch my previous piece control tactics video after this one. In that video, I explain everything about pre-piecing with real-time examples. Okay, after taking the wall, you either place con inside their box or go for the pre-piece. But sometimes if you're fighting an aggressive player, they might try to push you like that. So you must be ready for anything. If you hear them editing the floor and con, quickly place the wall and go for a right hand peek shot. I'm gonna run these 3 tactics on the screen one more time. Take your time to watch them before we move on to the next one. And while pre-piecing your enemy, you should never jump in unless they are very weak. It's very risky to jump in like that. You should always piece and shoot them from the top, like I showed you before. Okay, let's move on to the next tactic. When pushing your enemies, you should always look for missing pieces in their boxes. If they have missing pieces, you could piece them something like that. So you can look for missing pieces in their box, okay? So say like I'm pushing an enemy, I break the wall, so this piece was missing here. What I can do is, after breaking the wall, I can place the wall here, con, and then shoot. Let me show you an example. And sometimes when you beam them, they forget to place the wall from the back. And then while replacing the wall, you could place your wall behind them. And then you can edit that wall and kill them. While replacing the wall, you should be hugging it, and your crosshair placement should be on the middle, something like that. And then you quickly edit that wall and kill them. Let's watch this one more time before we move to the next one. This fake pickaxe swing tactic is also very deadly. You could weaken these walls before pushing them, and once you get close, you can half swing your pickaxe and switch to your shotgun for a free pre-fire. It takes some time to get used to the timing, but you should definitely start implementing this in your fights to master it. And sometimes after swinging the pickaxe, your enemy might pre-fire their own wall, and you can hit a free shot on them like that. because they are going to try pre-firing you thinking you're going to break the wall. Instead, they end up breaking their own wall and getting outplayed. In this box fighting scenario, I've seen many people push their enemies like that. This is very 50-50, you should stop doing that now. Instead, you should rush your enemies like that in that scenario. Let's watch it again. After placing the ramp, you should always take their wall standing behind the ramp and then you go for right hand pick shot. Okay, let's do a recap real quick. You should memorize them and start implementing them against your enemies starting today. If you can't remember all of them at once, you should go back, watch each tactic one by one and start implementing them gradually. So yeah guys, these were some hidden tactics that most players don't know about. Even those who do often fail to use them effectively during their fights. In my previous video, I covered a bunch of piece control and pre-piecing moves with detailed drills to practice. You should definitely check that out. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. If this video gets 1k likes, I'll share a personal one-on-one coaching session in one of my future videos. It would mean a lot to me if you could use my code COACHASH in the Fortnite item shop. You can also book a one-on-one session with me if you want to take your skills to the next level in no time. Peace out and I'll see you guys in the next one.